What's up, everybody? This is Justin Flinner coming to you live from Northern Virginia with the Justin Flinner Podcast by My Mentor Medicine. I'm back. I'm here. I'm with you all again. I've been away for a little while, had some things going on at home, had some things going on at school, teaching and whatnot, spending time making the next generation better and better, and also spending time treating patients and teaching classes. So I've had a lot going on, including a little flood at my house, which has been taken care of, thankfully. But I suppose that's why I'm here with you all today, is to talk about, rather than focus on all of the things that are maybe distractions in our life or excuses or reasons why we choose not to do something, that there's one phrase that always sticks in the back of my mind, and I relate this to a show that my son used to watch all the time. Occasionally he still does, but if you've ever heard of the Lego show Ninjago, there's a song that is a part of those shows. It is titled "The Time Is Now." If you ever get a chance to listen to it, it's "The Time Is Now" by The Fold. And if I can, I'll play a little clip for you here.
The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now.
What do you think? Good song, huh? Has a lot of energy, makes you feel good, and it tells you that there is no better time to take care of something than right now. We have all, at some time or another in our lives, come across something that just flows through our brain. Maybe we consider it a distraction. We're trying to remember something that we should have done in the morning, something we have to do later on in the day, or there's an assignment that lands on our desk or in our email inbox that says, take action now. Come on, this is something that's easy. This is something that you should do. And that's exactly what we should do. But it's exactly what we usually don't do. I mean, how many times have you gotten an email or notification for something you know you should have done, but you thought, well, it's a minor thing. Let me just put it off to the side. Well, it's those little things that we can brush out of the way right away, and so that we can focus on the bigger task at hand. Our mind is always focused on that bigger task, no matter if we're doing something small or doing something large. Our mind is always drawn to the main reason we're doing what it is that we are doing. Maybe the larger task is one of these students I am teaching. Maybe it is going to school and working on the future for themselves, what kind of career they want to have. They want to help people. They want to be able to do so by having the knowledge and the skills. That is their main focus. But along the way, there's little things that come up, or maybe some not so little things. If they have a family to take care of, if they have even just small things at home, just taking the garbage out. Oh, I should have done that before I went to class. For me, I try to do that every single time. Of course, it's garbage day. I take it out first thing in the morning. I don't take it out before because I've had raccoons literally sitting inside of my trash can, almost waiting for the trash to come out. Fortunately, they're not there anymore. But the point is, when we have little things that show up in our lives, don't wait. Get them out of the way. Why? Because the time is now. There is no other time like the present. So if you are listening to this podcast and you know that you have 100 things that you need to take care of, well, what's the very first thing? What is the easiest thing for you to take care of? It's kind of like setting goals in your life. You set goals in your life. Let's take exercise, for example. It's the easiest one to go off of because most people are doing it. You set a goal related to your health that involves exercise. Maybe you want to gain a little weight. The first thing that you should do in terms of an accomplishment is not aim for the, I need to lose 20 pounds. You should focus on the little things. Okay, I'm going to work out 3 times. And these are the exercises that I am going to try. So you attempt those exercises and you succeed. You bump it up the next week. You turn into 4 days, into new exercise, little accomplishments along the way. This is the step-by-step approach that goes from easy to medium to hard to super hard to I can do anything that I want. So don't jump into the deep end of the pool without learning how to swim first, without taking it gradually. Bite the small pieces off. There's so many analogies we can use here. Bite the small pieces. Don't take huge chunks out of the food and try to swallow them. It's not going to work that way. It absolutely will not work. So again, if you have little things popping up in your life right now that you need to take care of, my suggestion, do them now. Do them as quickly as you can. In the next 30 minutes, knock out as many of those little things as you possibly can. Call back that person who left a voicemail for you the other day. Send that email out for that person that you know is going to be sending you another email if you don't respond to them as soon as possible. Do the things that you know that you can get out of the way and avoid towards them. Avoid saying that this person is always this way. Stay out of your head. Stay out of your head and avoid the conversation that usually comes along with it. Our brains are very delicate. They are very sensitive to the environment around us, but that is mainly because our gut is telling us something as well. So our gut and our brains, when they start to interact together, maybe they'll communicate so well from time to time. Maybe we feel something, but we think something completely different. Or maybe they are in alignment, but we know that what we're thinking and feeling doesn't necessarily serve us. So control your brain, control your gut, and know that your body will tell you what it is that you need to do. If you see that email come into your inbox and you know inside of you, okay, your heart starts beating a little bit, your brain starts to focus a little bit more, or maybe it's distracted by something else, whatever it might be, but as long as your gut is telling you that I should respond to this now, trust your gut. Do it. Respond to that email. Send it back. Respond to that phone call. Don't let it go to voicemail. Pick it up. Be the one that's in charge of your phone. Don't let the people on the other end, no matter if they're speaking another language and it's a spam call, pick up the phone, answer it, and if you need to block the call afterwards, good. But at least you know in the end that you are taking action. If you're having trouble in your life, getting on your feet, and going out and doing the things that you need to do, this is the first step. Okay, this is my secret. It's my sort of secret introduction into this. We shouldn't make excuses for the fact that we aren't able to do something. We should step up to it every single time. And how do we do that? You train yourself. So there is no other time better than the present. The time is now, and we should take action on all of the little things that show up in our lives so that when we reach the little bit larger things and even the huge things in our lives, that they seem less overwhelming and we can focus our full attention on them. Circling back to where I started with this podcast today, this is why I am back now. Because I remembered, after forgetting for so long, for several months, that this is where I am meant to be. This is one thing that I am meant to be doing, which is creating these messages, creating these podcasts, and delivering them in a way that hopefully will impact you to make better choices than you are already making in your life. We are all making choices, some of them good, some of them bad, myself included. I know it. I live it. You live it. We are all making choices. And we can always make better choices in our lives. So what do you do next? You get up, you listen to that voicemail, you press call back. That's the next step. Take action. The time is now. I look forward to talking to all of you again soon. This is Justin Flinner coming to you live from Northern Virginia with the Justin Flinner Podcast. It's great to be back. Talk to you soon. This podcast is brought to you by My Mentor Medicine, an organization that is dedicated to helping people improve their lives by learning to empower themselves and take control of their own life. Any form of reproduction or distribution of this podcast is strictly prohibited. Should you have any questions on using this podcast or information that is contained within this podcast, please write to info@mymetromedicine.com.